Yeah, bang bang rail. Please press the like button and subscribe. Yeah, Appleby Fair. Yeah, Appleby Fair. The Appleby Horse Fair. Yeah, anybody go there? And not about 1970. I think about 1979. The big end of '79. I was with Jimmy Tibbet, doing my unlicensed fighting, doing quite a few fights. That happens then. I've had about 10 then. I think I won about 10. I might have lost one, I'm not quite sure anyway, but anyway, it was a long time ago, 1979, 1980, and we was going to see, that was the first time we went to see Johnny Critterton with Jimmy Tibbet, because Jimmy Tibbet knows him quite well through Eddie Richardson, yeah? And we won't go down to see Johnny Critterton. Jimmy's sitting there with me, Johnny Critterton's son's sitting there, Billy and John, yeah? And I think it's Billy or John, one of them's got a bad record about not noncing girls. I'm not quite sure, raping girls, I'm not quite sure how true that is, but that's what we've been told through my prison sentence, you know. I was a bit surprised, but anyway, those who live out in a caravan, and as I said, Johnny Critterton had a big stadium outside in the grounds, yeah. Anyway, they were talking about unlicensed fights, and fights. So Johnny Critterton loved all that, yeah. He said to me one day, he said, why don't you come to Appleby Fair with me, Horse Fair? He said, and, go down there and have a look round there, have a walk round, talk to people and all that travellers. I said, yeah, all right, yeah, no problem. And me, Jimmy, Johnny and Billy went down to Appleby Fair, yeah. Went down by a nice car, it's a nice car ride there. Got there, went into the village, yeah. Went to a couple of pubs in the village. I don't drink. So they're having a bit of a skirmish, drink up, and there's some travellers in there. Man. A lot of them travellers and they're doing them all sort. They're a bit boisterous, shouting and screaming, big lumps, yeah. And of course I'm unlicensed fighting, so now Jimmy's saying that, hey, why don't you do a couple of fights here on the greens, yeah? I said, no, leave it, Jim. It's bare knuckle. I've never done it before, you know what I mean? It's the first time. So I said, come on, have a go. And Johnny Critterton, being his top of the travellers, gypsies, he's well in with heavy people in there, well in with heavy people. So Johnny Critterton's trying to arrange it for me to fight certain people. The names, it's all gone out, gone. This is 1979, 1980, it's a long time ago, you know what I mean? But I had, they put me in this one traveller. He was, I don't know, I was quite big. I was, 18, 19 stone, cut up, defined, and I'm winning lots of my fights, and I can bang. And they put me in with the first one. He's with a traveller. He's about, I don't know, 17 stone, maybe 6'1", 6'2", really broad travelling accent, really broad, yeah. Do you know all that? Really. Anyway, so he said, yeah, okay, I'll have some of that. And it was X amount of money, and so it was all put in a circle, the money. It was no one could take it, no cooking apples and all that shit like before I had there. So I got out there with this traveller, and wow, man, this geezer could fight, you know what I mean? He was a proper fighter. And it wasn't a little ring done in straw. It was nice. It was proper, nice travelling trailers and bits and cars and bits and bits. It was quite big, you know. You could go around and have a row, have a scrap, you know. And I happened to knock this geezer out in the third round, yeah. It was just an ongoing thing, yeah. It was knockdowns and all that, but I knocked him down and knocked him out, yeah. I knocked him down a couple of times. It was only a matter of time before he did go. And he went, yeah, about the third round and knocked him out. I can remember that. I can remember the geezer hitting me a few times, marked my face up a little bit, you know. And I had no gum shields. I didn't go down in the fight. I went down there with Johnny Critterton just to look at Appleby Fair. And all this is happening in the pub. So when you're fighting out the green, then you've got people that want to fight you. So we've got the money for this one. And Johnny Critterton's going to see some other people. Now, I've already done 3 rounds. I've been best about a bit. I don't want to fight no more now. I've had enough, yeah. I want to go home. But we're there for a couple of days, you know. We ain't just going to go home. We're going to have a good time down there, yeah. And so Jimmy's got himself involved with Johnny Critterton. and they get talking to one of the travellers. It's supposed to be one of the people that can really have a row. He's king of the gypsies fighting wise. Forget his, people on my video might even know these people. I forget the names, mate. It's like all out of thing now. It's only that I remember this because watching fights on the telly and bits and pieces, you know, it all comes back sometimes. And it did, you know. The other day it came back and I thought I'd do it, and I forgot all about it, and I read it in my book that I was going to do it, so I'm doing it now, yeah, because I'm supposed to be doing my book later. So anyway, they got this travel, supposed to be king of the thing, right, and we're marching on. I mean, this geezer's, I don't know, 5'10", 5'11", really thick set, hairy man. All it looked like hairs everywhere. All his body was full of hairs. Could really have it, mate. And he knocked me down about 4 times. You know, he knocked me down about 4 times, and it really, a couple of times I felt like staying down. You know what I mean? Because he really put it on me. And I stopped him. With a cut eye, really bad cut eye. He couldn't have gone on. It was really badly cut. Yeah, really bad. That's the only thing with his bare knuckles. Is the cuts. I mean, we had no bandages. It wasn't no bandages. It was just bare knuckle, yeah. And you can imagine what happens with your knuckles. You look at my knuckles there. I've got a really bad knuckle. My knuckles are smashed to pieces, all cut up, yeah, through the fighting. And I stopped him with a cut eye, a really bad cut eye, yeah. And then I was bashed up a little bit, you know. And the last fight I had, this third fight, I lost the fight. I got a big cut in my lip. I think it's this side of that, so I think it's one of the sides there, where my teeth went through my gum, yeah, went through my lip, went straight through my lip. I had no gum shoes. I didn't think I was going to fight. I was going to buy other people's gum shoes, you know. But anyway, I got him in this geezer, and he showed me. He showed me how to fight this guy. He was a bit near the mark, you know what I mean. And he put me down quite a few times, and he shook me up, yeah, shook me right up, and he split my lip. I thought one time he broke my nose, because my nose got really, really wide. He might have even broke it, you know. My nose got really wide. My eyes started to shut, and as I say, my tooth went through my lip here, and it poured me blood. And then one of my ears, not the big ear, the other ear on the other side, there was blood pouring out of that. And this geezer really battered me, you know. And he stopped the fight. I couldn't carry on. Yeah, man, this geezer could have it. And he took the purse. He took the money, mate. And it was like gutted, you know what I mean? But anyway, it was something that you remember. Come on, you can't win them all, you know what I mean? I won 2, you can't win them all. It doesn't matter how good you are, you think you are, there's always someone better. This guy, he could really, really have it. And I can't think his name. But he's one of the top king of the gypsies, yeah. And he could really have it. He doesn't like pikey. He doesn't like old travellers. You know, he's not into that. You know, he's this geezer, proper, mate. He's proper. You talk to him, and he does. He's a bit, James, yeah. He talks like that. I didn't really understand him. Johnny Crediton's a bit more, talks a bit more like me. Also, Jimmy Tibbet, obviously he talks like me, you know what I mean? But those travellers, oh, geez, I can tell you. And I was going, oh my God, I can't. And I was standing there, all my lips smashed, and this, that, and the other, my eyes gone. And the guy that done it was a gentleman. It was a gentleman, and he came over to me after, he said, come, we'll have a drink, me and you have a talk. You know, he said, Jesus, all that guy. And he was talking to me about fighting. How many fights you had? You go there, and he talked really fast. I couldn't really understand him. I needed the interpreter, you know what I mean? But I didn't want, you know, he was a nice guy. He was saying to me, oh, Jesus, next year, come down next year, me and you will fight again. Perhaps he might have a bit of luck. Listen, I don't know who this guy is, yeah, but believe me, this guy was the business. You know, I think all the top fighters we talk about on our podcasts and our videos, this guy would smash them to pieces. He ain't no people. I mean, I do podcasts, and I do a lot of people do videos, and I've heard a lot about travellers. You know, hello mate, but this geezer could really have it. Listen, this is just a quick one. So bang bang rail. Please press the like button and subscribe, and take care. Nice one. Bye bye.